The reason I came into the Ayurvedic Woman program was I was dealing with some health issues, and I had a story that I was very attached to. I had lost a spouse, and my health issues were from really overextending myself and becoming very fatigued. And the Ayurvedic Woman program was pretty much just what I needed. In level 1, a lot of it was, who am I? And so it was, what are the labels that I've attached to my story, to, what I thought was, who I was and what my story was at the time. A lot of those things just kind of faded away through the level 1 of the program. And then it was about, how do I transform? So how do I take these labels off? It was really looking at those things that I had always thought that I was, and the story that I thought I always had, and let go of that. And really understanding that none of that really matters. If you are infinite, eternal, and whole, you can really do anything at that point. So level 1 was really a transformational experience for me. Level 2 of the Ayurvedic Woman program was very important to me because there were still those days where I was maybe holding on to my story. I was, in a situation where I wasn't totally happy in my life, and I just really couldn't put I had a finger on it as to what it was, but I wasn't confident enough and wasn't quite ready enough to step into my power. And learning from the other acharyas and Satyavani from level 2 really made me understand that I have all of this power within me. And I started to really think about that in my life and what that would look like to take that step off the cliff and really be able to fly on my own. And understanding that was way more important to just take that leap than just kind of looking over the edge and but never really doing anything about it. When you do take that leap, oh, it's beautiful, and that heaviness is really lifted. I felt that all of a sudden my heart was opening, and I felt releases in my muscles, in my body. I felt a strength that I had never felt before, and a power that I had never I knew I had, but I was always skeptical of whether or not I could do it. And now I feel like I can do anything that I put my mind to. I no longer have the societal pressures of, this is who you are and this is what you're supposed to do in these situations. I now feel like all of those conventional things that I used to think should happen in your life are no longer there. And it is so freeing to just let go and become the person that you are meant to be, become the person that I was meant to be. And I'm continuing that journey every single day, but I feel like anything is possible. I have so much more confidence. Fearlessness is the word that I would use to describe me now. The process of the AWP program, so levels 1 through 3. Level 1, you kind of start out with this feeling of, oh, what's going to happen? Like it's just me with these other women, and I'm going to tell them all about myself and who I am and what I think I am. And level 1 really peels that onion back and really kind of breaks down those walls and says, we're all just infinite, eternal, and whole, and we're all in this together. And the community that starts there continues on into level 2. You maybe have some new group members, but you really create that community, and you're all moving towards that common goal of, how do we teach this feeling, this transformation that we had in level 1? How do we move that out and teach that to others? How do we live that life on a day-to-day basis? And then moving into level 3, it's, again, kicking ass. It's really just stepping into that new power and kind of look out, world, because here we come. Like, this is what we're going to do. This is who we are. This is what we're going to be. Here's what's going to happen. And it is just a marvelous community of women that gets created from that level 1 to level 3. And you're never alone after that first night when you feel like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell people about myself and this will be great. It turns into something like you've got this huge network of women that you can call on and ask for anything, and they will be there. It really is what I think a lot of women need today. A lot of people need today is creating that community and knowing that people are there and driving forward into creating a better world and creating something that has maybe never been created before, a true transformation in society. What I love about level 3 is that stepping into my power, and I really love the warrior part of it. Just being that warrior of, this is what's going to happen and these are the things that I'm going to do. I love the women that are in my AWP 3 with me. They have the same mindset as me. They all want to, just be better and do better things and create a better world. And we do that together. And I love having a community where I have those women that are willing to do those things, willing to go do a really tough physical activity, ready to go do some gardening in the community. That has been huge for me because I feel I have felt alone in the past and like I was the only one who had that mindset. And that kind of created a heavy heart for me. And so having this community of women who I know are going to be there with me, not just for me, but with me as we move through and transform.